have 7 o'clock. So we will begin tonight's meeting. If everyone could please silence your cell phones or any kind of electronic devices, and then please stand for the prayer and pledge. God our Father, we are all your servants. We trust in your mercy and love. We trust also in your guidance. Direct the meetings of this council of North College Hill to make good decisions for all the people who live in our city. Give all the members of this council wisdom and insight to know what is best for our city. Help us to be fair and just in all our decisions. Please help us to do the very best we can with your help and guidance. We pray this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
We'll now say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Graver is not feeling well, and so I will be running the ship tonight. And with that, I would like to ask our clerk, Mr. Hedger, to please call the roll.
Ms. Orb,
Here.
Ms. Gaston,
Here.
Ms. Chichester,
Here.
Ms. Alexander,
Here.
Mr. Wilson,
Present.
Mr. Davis,
Here.
Ms. Underwood.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Hedger. Council, in front of you tonight, you have tonight's agenda.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I move that we amend the agenda to add an executive session to discuss the clerk of council position. I don't really have a suggestion for where to put it. I guess perhaps after communication.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to second.
Council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Underwood and a second from Ms. Gaston to add executive session to discuss the clerk position to tonight's agenda after communication.
Madam President,
Discussion? Mr. Hedger?
I believe you need to read the, there's specific language you have to read. Give me 1 second.
That's on, Madam President.
Ms. Underwood?
I think we only have to read it once we make the motion to move into executive session,
Do you-
but I'll find the language before that.
Great.
Thank you.
Hearing no other discussion, Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Orb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I move that we adopt the agenda as amended.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to second.
Council, I have a motion to accept the agenda as amended from Ms. Underwood and a second from Ms. Gaston. Discussion? Mr. Hedger, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Council, you have the minutes from the November the 3rd, 2025 meeting in your packet tonight.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to make a motion to adopt the minutes from November 3rd, 2025, as is.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I'll second.
Council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Gaston and a second from Ms. Underwood to accept tonight's minutes from the November 3rd, 2025 meeting.
Actually, I apologize, Madam President.
Ms. Underwood?
There's a correction that needs to be made to the minutes.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to withdraw my motion.
Can you
Hold on.
hold that for 1 second? Let's see what the changes are.
Sounds good.
Because if it's a typo kind of change, we don't have to.
Okay.
Ms. Underwood?
So the third reading, the minutes indicate that the third reading of,
Could you tell us which page you're on? I'm sorry.
oh,
They're not
I'm
numbered.
not sure. Let's see.
Ballpark me an idea where you are.
1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth page, under legislation.
Oh, it says passed. That should have failed.
So, I don't believe that the motion passed.
Madam
Can somebody
President.
correct me?
You're right.
It did,
It did not.
okay.
No.
So we just need to fix that.
No, that's the motion to discuss it.
Where it says motion passed 4-3.
Oh,
Yeah,
Madam
that's the-
President,
That's to amend.
That was to
The
amend.
actual one to
I'm sorry?
go
that was to
forward.
amend the resolution, that one. If you continue reading on to the next page, you will see it says motion fails 4-3, requires 5 votes to pass due to emergency
Okay.
clause.
Do you agree with that, Ms. Underwood?
There is,
So did
That
we,
is the way I recall it also.
right, did we have a roll call vote on the first one, though?
Yeah. Yes, and that was to amend
it
it.
was a,
Okay, I see. Okay.
to amend the
understood.
title, yeah.
Okay. I agree with that.
Ms. Gaston, does your motion still stand?
Yes, Madam President.
All right, council, we have a motion on the floor from Ms. Gaston and a second from Ms. Underwood to accept the minutes from 11/3/2025. Mr. Hedger, please call the roll.
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
All right, Mr. Hedger, do you have any communication for tonight's?
Madam President, yes. I was going to ask for an update on the clerk of council. It sounds like you might have something afterwards, maybe, or new business, so I'll defer for that. I did provide council with the 2026 calendar that will require council to accept the calendar for 2026 in your packet, so that I can update the website for 2026 calendar. Usually it's done in new business. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you for doing that calendar ahead of time. All right, next we will have the council committees. First up.
Actually, Madam
Oh,
President,
sorry. Yep. I even wrote it there and didn't, skipped right over it. My bad.
Madam President, at this time, I would make a motion pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22 that we enter into executive session under Section G1 of that section to consider the appointment, employment, or compensation of a public employee or official.
I believe
Let's
that's
see.
all you need to read.
Right, I think so too. I'm just making sure. Yes.
Need a second?
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to second.
Council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Underwood and a second from Ms. Gaston to move into executive session to discuss the employment, I forget the rest, the employment of sorry, I didn't write it all down.
Employment or compensation of a public employee or official. And I think that that's all I need to read with regards to
you.
that. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Orr,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes,
Motion passed 7-0.
and I am specifically requesting that just current members of City Council attend the executive session, and then we would be inviting the two candidates for Clerk of Council to come and talk to us briefly.
Ms. Underwood, do you want to include the clerk or just council?
And the clerk, the current Clerk of Council.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. 7:12, we are going into executive session. Y'all so long, what time is it? 8:12. 1 hour. All right, we are now back in session. It is 8:12. Next, actually, Ms. Underwood, do you want to make a motion?
I was going to wait until new business to.
Perfect.
To make the motion. Yep.
Perfect. We will go to council committees. First up is City Community Development and Recreation.
Madam President.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot.
Madam President,
Yes, Mr. Wilson.
I would like to turn the floor over to my co-chair.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. On November 10th at 7 o'clock, we met. We discussed future plans for the welcome basket. It was suggested that we do it quarterly and that we do a full council participation, whether we alternate or, but it would be a full council participation for welcome baskets for next year. We talked about various ways and of getting that scheduled and how to get the information for new businesses, homeowners, and possibly packets for the renters so they'll know things about the city, Rumpke, things of that nature. We also talked about the UC Health Initiative for the outdoor gym, about possible locations based on visibility, and they had a couple of suggestions. Ms. Chichester talked about the 513 bus event that happened and the mobile pantry in Loving Hands that would have medical services and food and things of that nature. And then we ended at 7:30. And our next meeting will be December 8th at 7 p.m.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander. Next, we have Budget and Finance.
All righty, welcome everyone. From our last meeting, we gave the monthly report, and we discussed the IAFF agreement, which is the firefighters agreement. We had Q&A for the 2026 budget, 2026. And we discussed ARPA funds and possible solutions to them. We had a salary ordinance executive session. And that was Budget and Finance Committee on the 10th at 7:30. We were going to have a meeting on the 14th, but we rescheduled that for the 24th. That should already be posted. Mr. Hester, is that already posted?
Madam President?
Mr.
Yes, it's posted.
Okay, awesome. So that should be on your website for the date and time, the 24th, I believe it at 6 p.m. We're going to discuss the budget, the 2026 budget in more detail as well. So that is the Budget and Finance report.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
I think the notice said more than just the budget. Are all of those?
Yes, I put some things on there that we needed to, that we talked about in the meeting that we were going to go back over. Give me a second, I'll remember exactly what I put on the agenda.
I believe there was an executive session in there again. for
Yes.
the salary ordinance,
Mhm.
and you had new and old business on there, which
Mm-hmm.
there was, I think there were 3 things. I can't remember what the other one was.
I'm pulling it up now. I just gotta find my email to the Christian. There are so many emails. There we go. Oh, no, that's the 24th. I mean, the 14th. You got it pulled up?
I have it, Latanya.
Go ahead.
You want to read it off? Is that the one you're looking for?
Yeah, we did. We still had something else on the ordinance and new, yeah, just the budget and the ordinance, salary ordinance. That's it, new and no business. There was 2 things on there.
Thank you. Next, we have rules and public policy.
Thank you, Madam President. We received an update from the fire chief. We received an update from the police chief, who we congratulated the fire chief on the passing of the fire levy. Also congratulated with regard to passing for the public works levy. So I think, both of those things are going to be good for the city. I also advised all of the members that I would be sending making sure to get caught up on all of the meeting minutes. And if there is a problem, I expect people to send me an email. If I don't hear anything, I'll just assume everything's okay, and I'll just forward those to Mr. Hedger.
Ms. Underwood, I believe they still have to come to the committee meeting and be approved by the committee.
Right. So what I suggested to the committee was that I would send all of the minutes to all of the members of the committee. And if anybody had an issue with the minutes, that they should let me know in advance of the meeting.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would just assume that everything's okay. And then that way, when we get to the meeting, then we can just say, I didn't hear anything, everything's okay.
Gotcha. Sorry, I missed the coming back to the meeting part. My bad. All right, now, public safety.
Thank you, Madam President. So I think I did that backwards. I think I gave you a rules and public policy update, or I just gave a public safety update. In addition to what we talked about the legislation for the memorial sign for Isaac Matthew Moore. So we need to amend Ordinance 7, 2025, which I intend to do, because we're on the third reading today. Other than that, same thing with the meeting minutes, and the next meeting will be in that second Monday in December.
Thank you, Ms. Underwood. Next, we have ad hoc reports.
Madam President,
Ms. Alexander.
I attended the Board of Education meeting on November 10th at 6:30. Upcoming events on November 24th through the 25th, they will be taking professional development, and therefore the students won't be in school. But the official fall break is November 26th, 27th, and 28th, but they'll be out that whole week. Dr. Blaylock explained their zero tolerance policy, and he explained how they have to investigate and do due process. And sometimes it's on a case-by-case, they're, I don't want to say punishments, but they're, what do you call it, like penalties or are on a case-by-case basis depending on the record of the child. And they sometimes have agreements that they have to abide by. They also spoke about enrollment 1,410. They're still working on attendance. The goal is 90%. They're currently at 84%. The elementary is at 92, middle school is 96, high school is 90, and Trojan Way is 71. So that kind of is what brings the attendance down. But they said, it's coming along.
Good to hear.
Great job.
They said they reviewed that this was the first playoff football that they've had and the best record since 2011. Also, they talked about some more sports events that are going to be having. The Cincinnati Rope Twisters will be having a spring competition. They've also started Little Dribblers back. Co-ed wrestling is a thing that they're doing. Possible AAU collaboration with the track team. They're talking about that. And they also said that they have the #1 6th grade girl basketball player in the country.
Whoa, wow.
Here, yes. So I thought that was pretty exciting. But they are having lots of tryouts. They're really impressed with all the participation of the students trying out. And they look forward to a great winter season and spring season. And that was it, because I had to come here after that.
Great report, thank you. Are there any other ad hoc reports? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to the mayor.
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple things, just to remind everyone that on the 29th, I looked at it and still forgot the date, we'll have the tree lighting. No, yes, the 29th at 6 o'clock at Perkins again. So we hope to see everyone out. I know Santa plans to attend again. Also, as we know, with the new year coming up, CIC will have to appoint a new council member because Ms. Underwood will no longer be with us as a council member, and we need an elected official. So if you can, those of remaining, and I know we have some new folks coming in as well, so we need to have that commission filled as well. I reached out to the president. Well, I actually talked to Ms. Hall. So we talked about it a little bit. So just keep in mind that we have some commissions that need to be filled by council members for those of you who are still here and those that are coming on. If there are some seats that they may want to take, just let, we can talk about it. The newsletter for our final, for this year, is it December? Is it the second or third week that we're?
Second week.
Okay. So you can look for that. It should be out the second week of December. And I would just like to ask everyone to have a safe holiday week next week. Enjoy your families and your friends and your time off if you get it. And that's all.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Next, we have the city administrator.
I'm going to yield some of my time over to a young lady. She wanted to speak, but she didn't communicate with Mr. Hedger or Mr. Graver beforehand. But I wanted to thank everybody that came out for the senior paint, party in the paint. That was a very good start for the seniors. They've kind of slacked off, so we're trying to do some marketing with other cities to make sure that we get more senior involvement. And then it's also like the change of weather. Some of them, when it starts to get cold, want to hibernate and stay in the house. But if you know a senior, encourage them to come out. The engagement is very healthy for that population. And we want to generate just for their wellness. It's the right thing for us to do. We had the Loving Hands and the pantry come out, which was amazing. The lines were long, and I don't say that to say that part saddens me because long lines dictate need, and the humility of the people that were there. I feel like we delivered in dignity as a city. It's something as an event that we can be proud of. And in terms of just wrapping up the end of this year, we're working on all of the things administratively that we will need to get passed: budget, salary ordinance, cleanup, all of the contracts, bargaining agreements, FOP, IAFF, part-time, full-time, all of the things. And so I also wanted to address, I saw a comment on social media, and I typically do not address social media comments. I try to as little as possible, but there was like this mentioning of the potential of putting the ARPA funds towards the generator for the fire and police station. And I had told, I think the comment came out Sunday, but I had spoken with the department heads, and we're talking about ways that we may be able to apply. I'm not sure if you know that we have encumbered the money to a vendor. So to get a generator through that vendor, I don't know that we can do that, but I am exhausting all resources within the administration. No matter where the building netted out, I don't want the city to lose the money. So I am looking for other spaces and places that we can look to use the resources to get projects started. I just kind of want to publicly address that only because I think that people are being creative with the way that they think the money can be used, but there are so many parameters that I just want to make sure that I address it so that it doesn't look like we're, just hard-nosed to just because of, we hadn't not used any of it towards 1500. We are definitely looking for other spaces at which those projects would be applicable. The issue is like the time, and so it's just not on our side, but I am trying to at least recoup some of it to some of the needs and uses that we have. So, and then the time.
I
I'm
gotta
sorry.
put my laptop up.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Chief Cheney helped me with this, so I don't know why I can't get this TV. He has a magic touch. I'm pushing home. Did it do this before? It's me.
You just choose source?
Maybe if I unplug my computer.
Oh, it's plugged in?
There it is.
HDMI 2. Go to settings. The little cog on the end.
Those are remote need batteries.
There we go. Input. HDMI 2. Or at least for me it was 2.
No.
There we go.
Okay. You want to come up? Oh.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Embry Star, 1514 North Ridge Drive. I'm not really going to talk long because the video itself is 2 minutes and 13 seconds. This is just a recap of the Juneteenth event, a community event that I did. Of course, we all know the tragedy that took place here, but I also want to show that good things can still happen even when pain is the root of it. So I will try to have this annually, hopefully in partner with North College Hill now that I am more acquainted with you all and the upcoming council, of course. So yeah, other than that, just wanted to show the video. It's capturing people sharing their core memory of Isaac, what they remember, and even what they love about him, me personally. So yeah, that's all I have for that. And then the video will show the rest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey y'all, my name is Embry Star. My favorite core memory with Ike is when it was your birthday, y'all, we was in the backseat of my car. Isaac gonna tell me he ain't ate for 2 days. We know Isaac ain't went no 2 without eating. Like, brother.
My core memory with Ike is every event he gotta get a new outfit, and we all gotta go to the mall together. And before we even look for anything, gotta stop at the food court and get something to eat before he even find the outfit.
Okay, so our favorite memory with Ike was when we all used to get together and have big sleepovers. We just used to cap and talk to each other all night to the morning rise.
Oh, that's my daughter.
It's Jordan. We had a class together. I think I was a sophomore, he was a junior. So I was a freshman. We used to like fake vlog, like in the class we didn't do nothing. The class was just like a free bill. We didn't do nothing, so we used to vlog. So every time we just sitting there talking, and it's all my fault. And every time she holds the camera, you just see Ike. He in the back of the camera, just me and Ike. Everybody know Ike love to play. He was definitely one of the upperclassmen that always took in the ones under him.
My favorite memory, it ain't one. It's like it's all those being together, you know, spending night at each other's house, sleeping on each other's floor, you know. It's being brothers, you know.
I remember I was when we thought we aced our decker competition. We thought we was top of the ring. We waiting on the first, third place, second place to come out so we can know we gonna go to the finals. Boy, we ain't even come close to it. We think we did great. We really thought we aced that.
It is so much fun from crazy 8 to having fun to chilling. It was crazy. We got too many memories.
It's beautiful.
Madam President.
Yes, Ms. Chichester.
I just wanted to say thank you for that.
All right, next up, we have the law director, and he, I had heard from Mr. Graver that he is not going to be here tonight. He is at a conference. Next, we have the finance director, and I don't believe she is here tonight. Next, we have call of members, and that is, start with me, and I have nothing for tonight. Next, Ms. Gaston.
Good evening, North College Hill. First and foremost, I just want to give a really, really big shout out to everyone in North College Hill who came out and exercised their right to vote. I am beyond thrilled to continue the work that North College Hill and Council is working on. I'm thrilled to continue to serve this amazing community, staying connected and working together to make North College Hill better. As always, I am all ears and open mind. Your thoughts, concerns, and ideas are my guide, so feel free to reach out to me at any time, which a lot of you guys do, and I love it. Just always remember to stay chartreuse to yourself and your dreams. And as you know, I'll be out with my camera. I am still collecting photos of these beautiful houses in North College Hill. I do enjoy the clicks and likes because it gives me a little bit of an insight of what it is that you guys like too. So if you see me lurking around, you know why. Big congratulations to those who were elected, and I'm excited to work with everyone in 2026. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gaston. Ms. Chichester.
Yes. Hello, everybody. So this past Veterans Day, I hope you guys had the opportunity to thank a vet, do something nice for a veteran. Also, I've been working with the youth a lot, a lot. I've learned some slang, 6, 7, one of them. I don't know what it means, but
Mary Jo does.
yes. So we went to the NAACP dinner in Kentucky, and I took some youth with me, and they got to learn about government and organizations and nonprofits and just giving back to your community. And also, I volunteered at the door. If you came to the alumni game, basketball game at the high school, it was a great event. Got to see some of the past Trojans there. We had fun on Saturday. And also, this past Thursday, I wanted to give you the stats, some of the prelim stats. There's going to be a bigger report coming out for the 513 relief bus. We had 95 people registered for food, and they had to fill out the QR code about the household size. 95 people, and there were 294 people in their homes. So that means they counted their children, they counted their spouses. I showed up here at 8 o'clock to map out the parking lot, mark off the spaces. There were already families here. They beat me here. That just goes to show the need of our community. And we ran out of food in less than an hour, 45 minutes, I believe it was. We're having them come back because of the great need that we had in our community. So I'm working with them for December on that. And, police are having Stuff the Cruiser. Is it on the 22nd, Chief? 22nd. So come out, help Stuff the Cruiser. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Chichester. Ms. Alexander.
Hi. I'd like to thank you, Ms. Chichester, for the work you've done with the 513 relief bus. Yeah, I'm up here like, especially during this time, and everybody else who helped, spearheaded, but
I just wanted to make sure I give credit to the pantry. The bus came as an addition, but the pantry was, Ms. Dukestein, give me the loving hands in motion.
Loving Hands.
Yes. So they were the pantry. So,
Yes, and I would like to thank them, but I know that you are always kind of spearheading that, and, during this time, the community needs it, especially with the shutdown. So I just wanted to make sure that, to give you your flowers for that.
I appreciate that.
want everyone to have a safe holiday, and also during this time of year, be aware of seasonal depression. As Ms. Dukestein had talked about, some of our seniors like to hibernate, stay in the house. I'm one of those seniors. Wintertime, when it gets dark, to me and cold, and I know sometimes that plays a hand on your mental. Seasonal depression is real, so check on people who you see have kind of like scaled back. You don't see them. Check on them. Give them an encouraging word. Try to get them out the house. I know we only got a few hours of sunlight, but try to draw them out. I know this past Sunday, yesterday and Saturday, we had some little warmer weather, and I just know when I stepped out, I was cleaning out my garden, it did wonders for me. The sun was beaming on me, I had some music playing, and it just awakened my spirit. As it gets colder, sometimes that's a little hard to attach, and it just, it brought me closer to, I don't know if this is allowed, but it brought me closer to God. I just felt his wondrous works coming through me. And I just want to say, have a safe and happy holiday. If you need something, don't be silent. Reach out to people if and vice versa. Reach out to those who you think need something. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander. Mr. Wilson?
I'd like to start off with saying thank you to the administration, Mayor Nichols, City Administrator Dukestein, the Finance Director, the Clerk of Council, our Chief of Police, our Chief of Fire. I'd like to say thank you to all my colleagues sitting here at this table. I truly appreciate coming in here every first and third Monday working with you guys. I have fun with the conversations. They're very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want to thank all my citizens that came out today, those out in the cyber world watching. Appreciate all of y'all time and attention towards North College Hill. This is a great city. We can be more than what we are, and it's a start. I respect all the voters that came out and voted. Hey, that's what I respect is the voters. So I back them 100%. So whatever they say is what go. Other than that, this year and a half has been truly, truly enjoyable. Great characters up and down. Zorb, Miss Gaskins, Miss Tykechester, Miss Alexander, Mr. Davis, Miss Underwood. My favorite part about this is the administration, because I really get to see them work. And I've seen them put in a lot of hard work and deal with a lot of ups and downs on a daily basis. And them individuals are the ones I take my hat off to, because they have to come in here and do it every single day. I only got to come in here on first and third Mondays of each month in committee meetings. With that being said, the new year is coming, and I'm very excited to be sitting in the audience and watching the new council. I do plan on calling you out, so trust and believe me, if you're sitting on this council and it don't sound right, I'm gonna make sure you understand that it don't sound right. So with that being said, thank you guys for the opportunity, and I look forward to the future of North College Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Davis?
Okay. A community reminder, Hamilton County Public Health presents a We Thrive meeting that is going to be November 20th, 2025. That's Thursday. It's at it's at 1:30, but I wrote 1 p.m. on here because I'll be late to stuff. But the actual meeting is at 1:30. We'll be working on our healthy community and healthy eating assessments for the city. And second of all, to piggyback was what Ms. Alexander said, I want to give a thank you and appreciation to your North College Hill Trojans on a successful season, first playoff berth since 2011, and may be gratuitous and thank the tremendous 10 seniors that helped lead this. This was a time where the vibes in the city was low, the morale in the city was low, and one fumble recovery and one random punt return at a time, y'all brought that up, and I thank y'all. So to Dan in Washington, Samar Paisley, Mr. Allen, Davion Hendricks, Javion Allen, all Southwest District, Cornelius Spiller, all Miami Valley Conference, Darion New, all Southwest District. Wait. Mikhail's last name is Mikhail Bass. I hope that that's your last name. If it ain't, your mom is going to run up on me in Kroger. And Jalen Sloan Avery. Thank y'all for y'all hard work. Also thank Coach Greg Conwell, Southwest District Coach of the Year. Thank y'all. Congratulations on y'all achievements, and we looking forward to basketball season. Balls in your court, Mr. Gentry.
Right. Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Ms. Chichester.
Mr. Davis, when's that first basketball game?
I gotta look that up. The alumni game was last week, but I was out of town. You told us about it.
No, I said that was the alumni, the first boys game. I thought maybe you had their schedule. Never mind.
I'll absolutely let y'all know at our next meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Ms. Underwood.
Thank you, Madam President. For those of you who know me, you know that I have never been a fan of unopposed elections, not on a national level, not on a local level. It was the reason I got involved in the first place, because I am not a fan of anybody running unopposed. So I would like to take this opportunity, first of all, to say thank you to those who ran. Congratulations to those who were elected. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't win, but not really. I do have some other things that I'm going to be working on. I'm still going to be very connected to the city because, there are some things that I really feel that I can help with, in a different capacity other than on council. So I would like to just say congratulations for that. And I just hope that everybody can come together and work together for the good of the city. And I hope that from here on out that there are no more unopposed elections. That's all I have.
Madam President.
Thank you, Ms. Underwood, and I agree with you on the unopposed. Ms. Alexander.
The first basketball game is November 28th.
Thank you.
Time?
Thank you.
Usually it's like 6:30 or 7 or something like that. Between 6:30 and 7.
Thank you. Thank you for that quick draw McGraw right there. All right. Thanks, Kai. All right. Next, we have remarks from the audience. Mr. Hedger, has anyone signed in?
Yes, we have Ambrier Hightower.
Tower.
Oh, yep. Yep. We have Aries Dukes. No. Okay. That's all.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, we have legislation.
So, Madam President, I just want, for as far as procedurally, I need to amend Ordinance 7-2025 before we have the third reading. So at this time, I would like to move to amend Ordinance 7-2025, and there's quite a few amendments. So I'm going to read them carefully because I know Christian will listen to the replay. So I moved to amend the title of the ordinance to remove renaming of a portion of Simpson Avenue to Isaac Moore Way in the southwest quadrant, and have it read instead, an ordinance to approve the addition of a Memorial Street sign on the Simpson Avenue sign located on the corner of Galbraith and Simpson, reading Isaac Matthew Moore Way. Now, that's a mouthful. Also, with regard to the first paragraph, I would like to amend the both instances where it says Isaac Moore for it to say Isaac Matthew Moore. In the second paragraph, where it says both instances where it says Isaac Moore, I would like to amend that to read Isaac Matthew Moore. And then the fourth paragraph, I would like to amend the last, well, how about I just read the amendment? Whereas the Public Safety Committee at its meeting on October 14, 2025, considered the petition to ceremonially rename a portion of Simpson Avenue as Isaac Moore Way and recommended approval of the addition of a sign to the Simpson Avenue sign located at the corner of Galbraith and Simpson. And then the last, that next paragraph should read, whereas the council finds that adding the memorial sign to be in the best interest of the city and the general public's health, safety, and welfare. And then under section 1, I would like to move to amend that to read that an addition be made to the sign at the corner of Simpson and Galbraith to add a brown memorial sign reading Isaac Matthew Moore Way. I know.
Madam President?
Sorry, I want to make sure she's finished before you.
I am finished. That's my motion.
All right. That was-
Madam President.
Mr. Hedger.
Ms. Underwood, can I have a copy of what you just read off?
Yes.
Thank you.
Madam President.
Mr. Wilson.
I would like to second.
Ms. Dukestein? I'm sorry, I thought you,
No, that was,
No,
No, that was Ms. Gaston.
I think she was looking a
Man.
second.
Oh, I thought
Did
it
you-
was her too.
yeah, did you throw your voice over there? All right,
I was just going to second,
Gaston.
but Mr. Wilson did that.
sorry.
It's okay.
I swear I heard it over there. Pardon me. Okay, council, I have a motion on the floor to amend ordinance 7 with all of those changes that Ms. Underwood stated. The amendment is from Ms. Underwood and the second from Mr. Wilson. Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Orb?
Yes.
Ms. Gaston?
Yes.
Ms. Chichester?
Yes.
Ms. Alexander?
Yes.
Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Ms. Underwood?
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Madam President.
I'll wait till they're finished so we
Okay.
can keep track. Ms. Chichester?
I make a motion, we adopt resolution or
It
ordinance
has to be,
7.
it has to be read.
Oh, go ahead.
Mr. Hedger, could you please read the legislation?
Third reading ordinance 7, 2025, an ordinance to approve the addition of a memorial street sign on Simpson Avenue, the sign on the corner of Galbraith and Simpson. Is that?
It should say reading Isaac Matthew Moore Way. I probably didn't write it on that piece of paper. I apologize.
Yeah. Apologies. Let me read that again. The third reading ordinance 7, 2025, an ordinance to approve the addition of a memorial street sign reading Isaac Matthew Moore Way on Simpson Avenue, at the corner of Simpson Avenue and Galbraith Road.
That's fine.
Is that it?
Yes. Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I move that we adopt ordinance 7-2025.
Madam President,
Madam President.
Madam President.
I'm the only one quiet up here.
Yeah. Mr. Wilson?
I like to second.
I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Underwood and a second from Mr. Wilson to adopt ordinance 7, an ordinance to approve the addition of a memorial street sign reading Isaac Moore Way.
Isaac Matthew Moore.
Sorry, yes, I even have it written there. Isaac Matthew Moore Way at the corner of Simpson and Galbraith. Discussion. I do have one point of discussion. Ms. Underwood, I heard you make a lot of changes, and in section 1 of this legislation, it talks about a map. Do we,
I crossed that out.
oh, you did? Okay.
Yes. So the attachment A, that line was crossed out. I gave that to Mr. Hedger. So that should be completely crossed out.
Okay. So we're not providing a map, is that what I'm hearing?
Right. So there's just going to be a memorial sign, one memorial sign on the blue sign that's located on the corner of Simpson and Galbraith. So it won't be on every sign. It won't be on every corner. It'll just be on that one sign on that corner.
I now have a follow-up question. I just heard you mention blue sign, and I thought when we were in the committee, we talked about a brown sign. and
No,
I
it'll
don't
be
see any.
under the blue sign,
But what color will the sign be?
brown and white.
Right, is that listed on here?
Yes.
I think I just called it memorial sign.
Okay,
She read something that said brown.
all right. Are there any other discussion besides me being nitpicky? All right, Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you, Ms. Starr, for all of your hard work.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Hedger, next piece of legislation.
First reading ordinance number 8, 2025, an ordinance to amend the established salaries and staffing levels for the city employees pursuant to the requirements of section 3.06 of the City of North College Hill Charter and declaring an emergency.
All right, next on the agenda, we have further remarks from the audience as it pertains to legislation. Seeing none. Old business?
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I have a piece of old business. Just listening here tonight, I did have a question, and for the sake of time, just a yes or no answer. Has the city gone into contract with RWB at all in the past 14 months?
No.
Thank you.
Any other old business? Hearing none. New business?
Madam President,
Ms. Alexander, sorry, Ms. Underwood.
I move that we appoint Jillian Clear to serve as the next clerk of council and allow her to train with Mr. Hedger for the month of December and for that training to be paid. Not sure how that's going to work, but that's my motion.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I second.
Council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Underwood and a second from Ms. Gaston to appoint Ms. Jillian Clear as the next clerk of council and to train for the month of December. Discussion?
Madam President,
Ms. Chichester?
seeing that Ms. Shiva's not here and council is over budget, I gotta discuss with her to see where those funds will come out of for 2025. We can,
Madam President,
Ms. Alexander? Sorry, why am
Why
I?
you keep calling me?
I don't know. You must be on my mind. I keep calling you. Ms. Dukestein?
so are you proposing that we pay both clerks?
Yes.
Okay.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
it was my understanding from Mr. Hedger that while he was in training, he was paid. So that was my understanding.
Madam President, I'm not saying let's not pay her. I just got it.
We just have to figure it out.
Yes, so well.
All right, Mr. Hedger, Miss Council. Why am I so tongue-tied all of a sudden?
It's time for bed, y'all.
Council, I have a motion to appoint Ms. Jillian Clear as the new council clerk to train for the month of December. Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Nope. Are they both together?
Oh.
Do what?
Are we, I guess I want to know if they're tied together. Are we doing one vote for her to be appointed and one vote for being paid, or
No,
is
it
it
was,
one together?
Yes, my motion
presented as one.
was,
Okay.
it's kind of it was a multi-part motion. And I just kind of crunched it all in there together. So my motion was to appoint her as the next clerk of council. So that means that, and then to request that she have paid training with Mr. Hedger for the month of December of 2025 in anticipation of her start as clerk in January of 2026.
Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Orb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
No.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
No.
Mr. Davis,
No.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passes 4-3.
Do we have any other new business?
Madam President,
Ms. Alexander?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the council calendar for 2026.
Well, I'll wait for the discussion.
Madam President,
Ms. Gaston?
I would like to second.
Council, I have a motion on the.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't ask for discussion yet.
Not yet. Council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Alexander, a second from Ms. Gaston, to accept the 2026 calendar. Any discussion?
Madam President.
Ms. Underwood?
In light of the fact that so many members of council will be new in January 2026, I would suggest that we table this until the organizational meeting in January of 2026.
You have to have a meeting.
Madam President, I agree. That's what I was gonna ask.
So my only rebuttal to that would be, then we don't have any of the first meetings scheduled. We don't have the first meeting scheduled.
Okay, so can we move to just schedule the first meeting?
We can do. Sure.
What did you say?
Madam President?
So we're just kind of winging it for each.
Okay. We is a strong word. Is that the royal we or?
Yeah. Well, I guess my other, as far as the meetings are the first and third, no matter, forgive the phrase, no matter the butts in the seats.
Madam President,
The holidays are not going to change, no matter whose butts in the seats.
I have
Madam
one question
President.
about the holiday.
Yes, Ms. Chichester?
Are they aligned with the city open dates like Columbus Day?
Madam President,
Mr. Hedger?
they align with the federal holidays.
No, I mean, the city of North College. Remember, we had that discussion, the city was closed, but we still had a meeting.
That's why you
Just
said
this
that it's-
past.
these are federal
They're
holidays.
aligned with, we've always aligned them with the federal holidays. I've never aligned them, I don't know, to get a city holiday calendar. So the way I was told is to align them with federal holidays, and that's what I've done.
I just
So I
don't want us to have a meeting on a day that they are typically closed or they were closed, and then they have to attend the meeting. You know what I mean? When we discussed this.
I don't believe I don't think you guys would be open on a federal holiday.
Just making
yeah.
sure.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I withdraw my suggestion. I did not mean to start a kerfluffle. Okay,
Madam
let's
That was a
just-
whole separate issue, then
All right,
Madam President.
Mr. Hedger?
I would suggest to council, obviously, you can approve the calendar as is. You can always also amend it in the future at future meetings. It's not set in stone. It's just to get the normal meeting calendar
Okay.
in effect.
All right, council, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Alexander and a second from Ms. Gaston to accept the 2026 calendar. And, yeah. All right, Mr. Hedger, could you please call the roll?
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Madam President,
Ms. Underwood?
I move that we adjourn.
Madam
Madam
President.
President?
Mr. Wilson?
I'd like to second that.
Mr. Hedger, I have a motion on the floor from Ms. Underwood, a second from Mr. Wilson to adjourn tonight's meeting at 9:08 PM. Could you please call the roll?
Ms. Zorb,
Yes.
Ms. Gaston,
Yes.
Ms. Chichester,
Yes.
Ms. Alexander,
Yes.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes.
Mr. Davis,
Yes.
Ms. Underwood.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you all.